This is a new one for me as a slow reader. I'm going to do a video of what I read last week, the second week of February. So I'm kind of doing this backwards. I am starting with the book that I actually just started yesterday evening, and I've read literally just the prologue and the first chapter. But this is God Killer by Hannah Kaner. Here you go. You can see I literally have just read a little bit. And so I haven't read enough of it to be able to give an opinion or anything. But it is interesting so far. It's actually a little bit different than I thought it would be. It's definitely got something in the title going on with it, but just a different kind of vibe, I suppose. What I can absolutely say at the moment is that I love the writing so much. There is a kind of oral storytelling vibe to the writing, I'd say. And I don't know how much this has played into it, but the author at Christmas released a few videos on Instagram of her reading an older text. So I've kind of got her voice now in my head as I'm reading this book, which is really, really lovely. So the first book I finished this week is Carmel Harrington's The Stolen Child. I got this for interview, and actually we've just done the interview being the author. She's really, really lovely. This book is out on the 27th of February, and it has been quite an experience. The basic premise of this book is that a child went missing on a cruise ship when he was a toddler, and he was never found. And at the start of the book, we meet the guy when he is 40, and I'll leave it there. It's incredibly clever, it's incredibly well plotted, and the pacing is brilliant. For the first 2/3 of this book, the pacing is pretty steady. It's not too fast, but it does just keep going. And then the last third of this book, the pacing just ramps up like I don't know what. I am a slow reader, and I got through 100 pages in about an hour, which is unheard of for me. And I think maybe the biggest selling point of this book, in general, objectively, is that you start the book knowing a few of the answers, and those answers are pretty big answers. So you're like, where on earth is this author going to go? She's got like 350 pages and she's given us answers. It really, really works. That's all you need to know. Pick up this book. It's brilliant. And finally, another book I finished this week. Gosh, I'm so happy about this. I do know that I will have a slump before too long, but I'm going to ride this reading wave for as long as I can. This is Kate Packman's You Can See the End of the World from Here, and it is a literary fiction. It focuses on the mental health of a mother who believes that her son hasn't got very long to live because he's almost 12, and years before he had just happened to say that he was only going to live until he's 12. So you can kind of understand the mum being anxious that he's about to turn 12, but she certainly goes a bit too far in her worries. This book has been really, really interesting to read because early on, I kind of got the feel of, I want to say, the bell jar. And the reason why I'm acting a little bit kind of uncertain about this is because this book isn't the bell jar, but there's just this vibe about it that kind of matches it. I think certainly if you like the bell jar, you will love this book. Part of the reason why I'm saying it's got a vibe of the bell jar is because one of the themes is the sea, because there is that scene in the bell jar where Esther is at the seaside. Also, then I was thinking of The Awakening, because of course you've got a big theme of the sea there. So I think it's fair to say that I completely recommend Carmel Harrington's The Stolen Child when it comes out, and also Kate Packman's book. I should have said that Kate Packman gave me the book for like review or videos or anything. She just gave me the book. We met each other at a book launch. And well, God Killer, yeah, I think I'm going to really, really enjoy it. So I am so looking forward to reading this book.